Hey, what's going on, everybody? Craig here from Video Juice. Welcome back. We are here with the penultimate episode of episode... Fucked it up right from the get-go. We're here with the penultimate episode of season 14 of Supernatural. 2 left. On the last episode of Supernatural, we lost Mary Winchester. Well, we saw the aftermath of losing Mary Winchester. She had died previously. Jack vaporized her. The boys spent the episode tracking Jack to find out what happened with Mary and then trying to get her back. Jack spent the entire episode trying to get her back with the help of Rowena and then on his own. And in the end, Mary is living a happy afterlife, I should say. I was about to say a happy life. She's living a happy afterlife in heaven with John. So that's nice. I'm really glad she got a happy ending. As I said, I didn't hate the character. I was always hoping they did more. My most disappointing thing is the fact that they didn't utilize her properly, you know. I feel like she could have been a great character, but that's all. That's if she stays dead. Like I full on didn't expect her to die last episode. I thought that she was gonna be, because at least for the final season, you know. But I'm glad she got a happy ending. I'm glad she's up in heaven with John. That is cool. I have a theory that Lucifer is actually talking to Jack, and it's not just his mind. That's pretty much it. I am super excited. I don't know where they're going to go. These last few episodes have been really interesting for me anyway, just because there's so much potential, because we don't know what they're going to do, you know. At the moment, it seems like Jack is positioned to be the big bad, at least leading into the finale anyway, you know. Whatever will happen with this episode or not, I don't know, but at least in this current time, it looks like Jack is the big bad for the rest of the season, for the last 2 episodes. Whether that will persist in the next season or not, I don't know. I do think if that is Lucifer talking to him, he's already trying to drive a wedge between Jack and the boys. That is an alarm. I apologize. I feel like if that is Lucifer, he's going to try and get Jack to bring him back. Maybe say like, you can't go back to the boys. You can come to me. I can help you. I can nourish you. I can let you flourish. Whatever. I still do think Jack has a sliver of his soul left, so Lucifer could potentially come back, but I don't know. We could have a thing where what if Nick's body was brought back by the spell that Jack tried to do, you know? What if he was brought back then? I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing. Yeah. Let's check out the second last episode of this season.
We know it wasn't easy for some of you to get here, and we thank you.
Is Bobby there?
Come on.
Goodbye, Mary. Bad positioning of the cup in the camera. Oh well. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit! What? I dropped the pen already.
Make sure I get my hatchet back. Damn wraith. Knew him from a nest your mom and I busted up on our last hunt.
Oh.
Probably here to gloat. Isn't that what we've been doing?
Oh man. Dean's not doing well.
But there's only one way this ends.
Bobby's right. We have to find Jack and help him.
That's not what...
He killed Mary.
I know that.
And anybody who don't know that needs to go back to school.
Listen to me!
Leave me alone!
I wish you were here. Mom, I need you to tell me what to do.
Oh, could he bring something back?
Next best thing.
Oh,
Just
God.
in my head. I'm making you up.
Okay, dude. They hate you.
That has to be
They don't
Lucifer.
want you for a pet anymore.
He's specifically
From here on out, you're all you got.
trying to separate them. Trying to taint them in his mind.
And me.
I feel like him coming clean to Sam and Dean wouldn't be the worst thing, because it would show that he still has some guilt left Oh, man. Fuck, man. I knew he wasn't doing well. Jesus. I don't like seeing Dean like that.
A leader like you?
Oh, I'm not my first choice either, but here we are.
Oh, did they lock up Naomi or something?
She's...
In a very small cell.
Oh, they did.
That you should care. She wasn't.
I'm hopeful that he can be salvaged. He can be rehabilitated with patient molding.
Duma's getting ideas.
See what I can do.
She's getting ideas. She's gonna try and give him safe haven up in heaven. Because he could power it, right? Although it doesn't seem to be doing that fucking bad, even though it was powering down earlier on in the season. I'm scared of what Dean is gonna do to Jack.
Hello, Jack. Remember me?
Oh shit.
We met. In heaven.
I fucking knew it!
How did you find
She's
me?
got ideas.
Jack, I came here to tell you something. You could make the world so much better.
Man.
And think how happy that would make Sam and Dean.
I hate everybody manipulating my fucking boy Jack. Everybody in this show is manipulating him.
Fake news, biblical lies.
Oh. Are they gonna start
Quite
fucking
bestseller, I believe.
destroying people?
I'm hungry for the truth.
In your call to reject God in heaven.
We're gonna be smiting
that is
people.
The truth.
It's an attempt to replace.
Oh man, Jack! He fucking turned him to stone?
His body was crystallized into a block of salt.
Oh, oh.
Salt, why does that sound familiar?
We need more angels. You're not God. You can't just make them out of thin air. But if a human were predisposed to it, maybe.
Oh shit. Oh.
Shelley?
Oh.
Sir, please don't interfere with heaven's work.
He's gonna get smited.
He was eaten by worms and breathed his last.
Oh man! That is nasty. No.
I didn't want it to come to this either.
No.
I know that
No,
kid's
please
head's
no.
right. Now that heaven has its hook to
That's
him,
fucking nasty.
choice.
Dean, he can't be killed.
Nobody can be contained.
Oh, the box he built
Do that.
to hold Michael. It would hold him as well, wouldn't it?
We can't kill him.
How did
okay?
he
And this is warded to lock down an archangel.
do it though?
Yeah. So what? We just force him inside?
Isn't he more powerful than an archangel?
No, he goes in here. It's good. After what happened to Mom, I could lose it.
He's right.
I will lose it.
Oh man, I don't want to see this. This is gonna be fucking heartbreaking if it works. It's gonna be heartbreaking anyway. Has it worked? Those are angel eyes. Oh,
Really, Aramel?
Cass got him, did he? Oh, he fucking did. Oh, hell yeah.
One snap of these fingers,
Oh.
and all of that ends.
Oh, oh, yes. Go, Cass. Fuck that bitch.
Jack! Jack!
Oh man, Duma got fucking wrecked. Pen is gone again.
She made you do it.
No, it was me, but I didn't want this no soul thing to become an issue between us. I guess I snapped.
Keeps your powers below the meltdown level.
Yeah. So you can't hurt anyone? Huh? Nobody can hurt you.
Are they really just gonna put him in the box?
I understand.
He's doing it.
Not bad. Okay.
Oh man, he trusts him so much. I knew they made the box for a reason. I knew it was going to get used. I fucking forgot about it though. I didn't know they were going to use it on Jack. They don't know if it's going to hold him though. He's more powerful than an Archangel. It was made to hold Michael. He's more powerful than Michael. Theoretically, he could bust out of it.
See him?
This could be what turns him evil. Doing this, they betrayed his trust. And I know everything went down, but he trusted him so much.
Sammy, we knew from the beginning it was a long shot with him.
They keep talking as if
Yeah.
this was inevitable. This happened because his soul went.
Cass, he's here.
Oh, Jack Cass is not going to be on board with this.
He's locked up. Safe. He's in the Malik box.
No.
And that's where he's gonna stay.
Oh, shit. He's going to bust out. That shit's not going to hold him.
Because deep down, I think he knows it's best.
No.
He didn't know what he was agreeing
Duma,
to.
You are manipulating him.
Same way Duma did.
Bring it.
Oh man, he's going to bust out. Surely they can hear that, right? Do not end the fucking episode. Okay.
What?
I thought I could have ended there.
Forget about him.
I wish I could forget about him. After what he did, and you know what he can do. This is our only play.
Oh shit. Oh man, look at that shot. Show us the wings.
Jack.
Oh, I was hoping we get some smoky wings. Oh, hit my lighting. No, it ended. That ending, man. It's such a great setup for the finale. I'm sad. I'm sad with a lot of the way stuff went down this episode. I'll jump in at the start first. No, fuck it, I won't. I'll start it in at the end. I understand why they locked him in the box. I understand that they feel like they needed to. How did they not even think to question that it would not hold him? You know, because it was made to withstand Michael, but Michael or Jack is more powerful than Michael. He was always going to break out of it. I'm sad. I do have a pretty good prediction for the finale now. I'll get to my predictions in a little while though. So, the shot at the end was incredible. The eyes coming out. I kind of wanted some smoky wings, but we didn't get it. I don't know, man. I thought we were going to get it. No, probably not. I'm kind of thinking less likely now. That it's going to be less likely that Lucifer comes back. At least in the way I initially theorized last episode. I don't like the way the boys are constantly talking about the fact that saying like they always knew this was a possibility when they met Jack and took him in, and they were like, they knew that he could go dark side and all that. The way they talk about that situation is ridiculous, because this isn't a situation where he just went dark side because of his powers. This is a situation where he died. They made the decision to bring him back, and then while he was back, using the spell that they used to bring him back, he burned off his soul, saving them. You know, the way they talk about it, about Jack, saying that like they always knew this was a possibility. They were prepared. They weren't prepared for this, but they knew it was going to be. They knew him going dark side was a possibility when they started doing all this, which is all bullshit. Because he didn't just go dark side. He went dark side because of a direct as a direct cause of what they did, you know? I don't like any of that. And the fact that they're so willing to lock him in a box instead of actually just helping him. And I understand Sam wasn't happy and Cass was 100% against it. But the fact that Dean was, and I understand the mother's dead and all that, but it's a direct. I also think my thing about Jack having a soul now is gone. I think he's completely soulless, and with the way he handled Mary's apology or his apology for killing Mary. But I just don't. I don't understand how they don't know it's because of them that this has happened. You know, him losing his soul in the first place is because of them. Yeah, and I'm not complaining about this. I'm just saying that in show, I understand there's a lot of emotion going around. It can cloud the characters' judgments and stuff. I like the way everything went down. It was all great. I loved all the reactions. I love Cass being more assertive and being straight against this. You know, I loved it. I loved probably every scene this episode. It was great. Yeah, I knew he was going to break out. So I have my theory. While we're still on the subject, I was going to keep him till the end, but my theory for the last episode now, they name dropped the Empty again this episode. I feel like if they're going to set up the Empty to come back, they could do it next episode, right? What if, and I don't know how things are going to get to this, that's what's kind of going against my theories, but they teased God coming back a few times this season, right, with Cass trying to get him and everything with the amulet. What if God comes back? And again, I don't know how. That's the only thing that's going against me. But what if God comes back somehow, restores Jack's soul for some reason? I don't know why he would do it, why he would step in. Maybe it's just because shit is fucked up. Restores his soul. Cass gets happy. And the Empty comes, and then we have the Empty as a big bad for next season. That would be fucking unreal, right? But why would the Empty stick around? Like, the Empty could stick around if God... Right, let me think. If God fixed his soul, the Empty could stick around because Jack is still there. Like, why would he leave Jack alive if he's constantly being woken up? Because Jack could just wake Cass up again and bring him back. So he could wage war against Earth because of all this shit that went down, you know? That would be a way of bringing Lucifer back as well, actually. I never thought about that. Because if he needs to... Like, what if he... Nah, that'd be a bit too far-fetched. I was going to say, what if he mobilized people in the Empty? But the whole reason why he just wants to sleep, so waking up people wouldn't really work. I feel like he's a formidable force without anyone anyway. I don't feel like he would need help. But with Lucifer already woken up there, what if like we have the Empty and Lucifer team up for big bads for next season? That'd be unreal. That'd be cool. That'd be my theory about what's going to happen next episode. I wouldn't say far-fetched, but I don't know how they would get to that stage, you know, unless Cass's call out to God with the amulet actually worked and it just took him a while to get back. That's the only way, because I don't really see how they would contact God, you know. Just with it being the final season and with them teasing the Empty during the season, like they did the deal for it to happen, and we have one season left, so the Cass deal has to happen. Why would he get happy? Jack getting his soul back. That's what I think. I don't know. They could go either way. They could just set Jack up as the fucking big bad for a little bit of next season, you know? That could happen as well. What if they don't defeat him and then he's just fucking super powered for next season? Or my original theory could still hold. He could just go and now that he's fully against the Winchesters, right? Like, he's after been fucking betrayed by the people that he fucking just blindly trusted again, right? What if he is looking for someone to... he has no one. What if the Lucifer in his head is like, you know who you could rely on? Lucifer, your dad. Me. And he could get him to resurrect him then. Because I feel like Jack being a even temporary big bad, a middle bad for all the world, he would be formidable. And he also, like, the Shadim exist. I don't know if they were just a one and done type thing, But I had always thought that they set it up for that if Jack goes dark side, he could break them out, and then he has things on his side, you know. But they could have been an idea that was shelved as well. You know, when they knew the end was in sight with season 15, they could have just shelved the shitty. Maybe it was something set up for later on. And then they were like, we're ending this next season, so they had to write season 14 and 15 as kind of not one, but you know, lead into it, and plan season 15 in season 14 with seeds and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. There's a few things that could happen in the finale. I was very disappointed. Oh, while we're on Jack, actually, him creating the angels was cool. I'm confused by the heaven stuff just because heaven was powering down. They needed an archangel to fully power it. They never got the archangel, but yet heaven seems okay. And I know Duma is saying that it's bad, and she's trying to kind of bring it back and do what God intended and reshape the earth or whatever, whatever she was saying she was doing. But it seemed fine, you know. It seemed fine. So I feel like that storyline might have just got shelved with the whole powering down thing. But like what? Yeah. It doesn't matter now because he's created a few more angels, so they have a little bit more than what they did. Are these the same power level as God's angels or something? I don't know. We'll probably find out next season. All the heaven stuff could be just set up for next season as well. It would have been the last season, you know. Jack smiting people was cool, the way he was doing it, and that was cool. I'm just sad that he is still constantly being manipulated by every single person in this goddamn show, you know. It's so shit to watch when you know Jack, and because of the fact that he's so naive, you know, it just works so well on him, and it's just heartbreaking to watch. I didn't like any of that. Also, shout out to the worms coming out of the guy's skin. That shit was nasty. That was the worst out of all of them. And the fact at the end then when he was lying there and the worm came out of his mouth, that gave me shivers down my spine, man. That was rotten. And just last thing on Jack that I have to say, I do 100% think he is soulless now. I was talking about it the last two episodes. I did think he had a sliver left because he felt, or it looked like he felt guilty and knew that it was wrong to kill Mary. He didn't. He absolutely did not. I don't think his semi-apology to Sam and Dean about killing Mary, he didn't seem that upset about killing her. It was all about the reactions of them and how they were reacting. Like, you know, he didn't... It was like it wasn't run by emotion, his feelings for everything that happened. He was just doing like an internal logic about the outcome of stuff and about how Sam and Dean would react and all that. And I feel like that I feel like that's him gone, you know. It could be a thing where he was just the lesson that Donatello taught him, the WWWD, what would the Winchesters do? He could have been running that through his head and being like, fuck, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna kill me, like, you know. It sucks, but I do think he's soulless. I was holding out hope. I really did think he did, but this episode kind of cemented the fact that he is soulless for me. Anyway, hopefully I'm wrong, but that's the way I looked into it. The scene where they were talking about Mary and that just seemed so... He did seem very, very different in that scene, and he seemed, to me, based on the way he was talking and what he was talking about, he seemed soulless. Sucks. Doom is dead. That was very abrupt. I don't necessarily disagree with it. I liked the actress. I liked the character. The actress's portrayal of the Empty was especially good. But if you're going to survive in this show, do not stand face to face with Cass and threaten the Winchesters. You know, after admitting manipulating Jack, you know, that's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. And when you hear the Angel Blade coming out, defend yourself. No, it sucks to see her go. It was very abrupt, but she had it coming with with what she was doing. I know she was trying to save heaven and everything, but she wasn't really going the right way about it. Yeah, sucks. Didn't expect it. We got Bobby this episode. again, I really want to like Alt Bobby. He just hasn't done anything, you know? I was really excited when he came back. And I know it's not Air Bobby, excuse me. And it will never be Air Bobby, but I like the actor, and I like Bobby. So any version of Bobby was going to do me, and I was hoping he was going to stick around and not be in every episode, obviously, because he's a side character, but he could have stuck around and been sprinkled in a few episodes throughout the season and have the boys warm up to him and warm him up to us, you know? And they never did anything with him. They literally just took him and Mary and just shelved them for like the entirety of the season, and he only came into it this season. You know, he crossed over into this universe this season. So that was a bit disappointing. And then he popped up this episode and I was like, hey, he's actually here, and he just did nothing, you know? He popped in, said something and headed off. So that sucks. It sucks. It's another situation where they have a character there and I feel like they could utilise him a bit better than they are, and it sucks to see that. But maybe it's a situation where they know people aren't going to like him as much as the original Bobby, and they're just going to want the original Bobby, so they kind of just didn't do anything with him, you know? Maybe going into this season before, maybe when last season ended and they brought him all over, they might have had bigger plans for him, but they couldn't really do anything. I don't know. I said I would mention it. Doom is dead. I said that. Still no Ketch. We got more talking about him this episode, I think, because I wrote him down. I'm disappointed we didn't get any more Ketch. I don't know if it's a scheduling conflict or not, but I'm just trying to talk there. I was going to say two different things and they both combined twice. Ketch was a character that I didn't really like at the start, because obviously I don't think we were intended to, or the creators didn't intend for us to like him at the start. It's the way he was written. But he grew on me over the course of the show, and I like that he started helping the boys in that, and he was in one video call this season. So hopefully he's in next season, or maybe he'll pop up in the finale, but I don't know. Hopefully he'll pop up next season, would have been the last season, but I don't know if it was a scheduling conflict or if they just didn't know what to do with him again. I don't know, but hopefully we get more of him. I just wanted to give a special shout out to one scene that got me, was the Dean crying scene in the woods. We knew he was hurting with the way he was talking and the way he was reacting to everything and telling Sam stuff. I didn't expect him to do a full-on scene of him just breaking down in the woods. Jensen Ackles was great in the scene. It was heartbreaking, you know. Dean is the one, he was obviously the one that was going to take Mary's death more. And I'm glad that we got to see it, you know. I'm glad we got to see a little snippet of that. And listen, I'm complaining about the way they're treating Jack and saying that they should be thinking stuff through a bit more. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of emotional shit going on. There's a lot of, like, their brains are mashed, basically. So I understand it. It's just me, like me as a viewer from the outside is seeing these things, you know. I do think they should have took into consideration more the fact that he was being manipulated. But their mother just got killed, you know. There's a lot of factors that could fuck up your mind and your decision-making skills in all the moments in this episode. So me saying that they should have went one way is just me talking about in general about the show, not in terms of writing or anything, because I think it's all fine. There's a lot of stress and shit in their faces at the moment, you know. More so now with what happened. So it's going to be interesting. So I don't really have anything else. One episode left. Very excited. I really want to watch it now, and I might watch it now. So if I'm still wearing all of this in the finale, it means that I just went straight into it. I want to edit this video and get it out ASAP, but I also just want to go straight into the finale because this was such a good lead up to it, and I want to know how the season ends. So we'll see. If I'm still wearing this, you'll know I just jumped straight into it. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Any of your thoughts, any questions you want from me, let me know. Let me know them. Hit that like button. Check out our social media links in the website. Because that's how we talk. Check out our social media links down below in the description if you want. Hit that like button, and we will be back in a few days with the finale to Supernatural, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Pull me from the ashes so I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can rise.